What's going on, guys? Uncle Lee, bullgearrc videos. So this is the second video about cheap mods, upgrades, and adjustments that we can do on the Redcat Gen 8. So in this video we are going to do a little review of the brass links I showed you how I make last video. We are going to talk about bump steer a little bit, and we are going to address a clearance issue here with this nice new 3D printed high clearance skid plate. So let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so in the first video I'd completed the rear 4 links. Since then I've completed the front 3 link, but I haven't messed with the steering link, the drag link, or the panhard bar yet. The reason being the bump steer that this truck is known for. And that bump steer is because the angle of our drag link and the angle of our panhard bar are not equal. And when we try to take 2 radiuses through a linear plane and they're not equal, something has to give, and that's what causes the bump steer when we compress our suspension. So there's a fix for that. It's a cheap fix. It's a free fix. It'll take you about less than 5 minutes. Now this is my fix, and this is only a temporary fix for me because I have other plans for this, but this is something that REVolutionX came up with to cure this. To increase this angle, what we can do is simply take this bolt out, and move our steering link to the bottom of our steering knuckles. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description below to REVolutionX's video where he describes this process and he explains in more detail about the bump steer. So we're going to go ahead and do that to this one now for a temporary, just to show you what it looks like when it's done, and then we'll move on to our clearance issues. All right, there we have it. As you can see, no more bump steer. Just that easy, if you use still the stock linkages in the front. And like I said, this is a temporary fix for me because I do want to do these in brass, and I do want to connect my drag link on this side. But that's just a cheap, easy thing that you can do. And like I said, link in the description below to REVolutionX in his video where he does this and goes into a little detail about bump steer, what makes bump steer happen, and this is why we can fix it by just moving this link down. All right, so with that being said, let's jump into the clearance issues. Okay guys, so what we have here, this 3D printed high center smooth skid plate. This is a high clearance skid designed by G Jones 72, and we can find the file for this if you have a 3D printer. You can get this printed out if you know somebody that does. They can print it for you, maybe, but you find this on pin shape. Like I said, designed by G Jones 72. And I think it's like $13 to download this file. So yeah, we're going to stick that in the Redcat, get rid of the hump in the middle, and I will also leave a link in the description below to where you can find this file and print it out for yourself. Like I said, 13 bucks. Okay guys, so I got the 3D printed skid plate in here. Let's have a peek. Looks pretty good, nice and smooth. No hump in the middle anymore. $13 file. Brass links, $5 for the brass, $7 for a pack of rod ends. Now while I was at it, I went ahead and trimmed up along the body line and put some spacers underneath the rock sliders. So we got extra clearance here now too. Another free upgrade. And of course, we lowered our tie rod and our drag link down. And as you can see, nice straight, no bump steer. So yeah guys, not counting wheels and tires, less than 30 bucks into modifications so far, and it's really starting to make me smile. So with that in mind guys, ain't nothing left to do but give this thing a little test run and see how everything works. Until next time, old Uncle Lee, bullgearrc video said, I'll see ya.